Yo, what's going on, everybody? It should be OY Between the Game Sports. Back again, giving you another great video and topic. But y'all know the drill, man. Please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and then hit that bell button for notifications. But that's not what you're here for. Let's jump right into it. Yesterday, Jackson State got quite a surprise as they had two NFL scouts drop in at practice. One from the Seattle Seahawks and one from the New York Jets, I believe. So this is basically like my I told you so moment. I told y'all what was going to happen, and I said this in past streams that Jackson State's pro day in the spring is going to be crazy. Right? We all know it's going to be crazy, and this is the primetime effect. This is Coach Prime's effect. Now, from what I've seen was Jackson State hasn't had a player drafted in the NFL since 2008. Think about that. That's 13 years in the making. And within DEION's first year term, full term at Jackson State, they're already having pros show up to practice. So basically, this is my I told you so moment. And we all know they got great players, and Shedeur Sanders, we'll get to him later. But here are my thoughts on their top three guys besides Shedeur who can be drafted. And the first is Mr. Mr. James Houston. I really think this kid has a chance. He's big, he's fast, he does a little bit of everything. He's great off the edge. I think I even seen Jackson State put him in the middle of the D line, playing tackle a little bit, and he plays linebacker and everything else. So he does everything for this team. He leads them in sacks. I believe he leads them in tackles as well. So shout out to James Houston. He's getting it done. He's the Florida transfer. And so he came to Jackson State, and he said, James Houston said it himself, he believed that Jackson State was the school that was going to get him to where he needed to be, which is the next level. And then we have Mr. Warren Newman. Warren Newman is a very small in stature of a young man, but this kid can absolutely play. I mean, every time you see him, he's doing great things, and then here you see him in his punt return, 81 yards to the house. And so punt returners are always high value. You love those type of dudes because they can do a little bit of everything. If you can punt return, you can do a little bit of everything. So Warren Newman would be a great slot receiver, i.e. like a Wes Welker, or one of those little bitty guys that played for the Patriots. And so I think he really has a chance and getting to the next level. He's a great route runner. He's quick off his releases. You don't see him getting jammed very much. His cuts are precise. And I just think Warren Newman is the next guy who could be drafted when his eligibility is up. And then we have Niles Gaddy, the transfer from UT, which is the University of Tennessee, not University of Texas. Let's not get that twisted. University of Tennessee. He's a transfer. He's 6'4". He's big, he's fast, he's about 245 pounds, and he is quick, right? And from what I can see, if my eyes are not deceiving me, he has very long arms. He uses them well. He's great off the edge, kind of like James Houston. And so Niles Gaddy is another guy you should probably look out for. And I'm sure these scouts that were in yesterday from Seattle and the Jets, they're taking notice of what's happening. And so that's why they were there. Again, it's the DEION effect. It's the Coach Prime effect. And then lastly but not least, we know who they looking at. Mr. Shedeur Sanders. One of the nation's best quarterback, not only freshman quarterback, but he's one of the nation's best quarterback. His completion percentage is crazy. He has great vision, very smart. He doesn't make mistakes. He hasn't made very many mistakes this year. And so when his time comes, they're going to be there. In 2 years, going into his junior year, they're going to be there, and they're going to see. And he's just going to get better and better. But man, that's it, man. That's all I wanted to talk about. Just wanted to let you guys know that Jackson State University, the Tigers, the I Love as they call it, as I'm learning, had 2 pro scouts at their practice yesterday. So shout out to them. Shout out to Jackson State. Shout out to Coach Prom. Y'all keep doing what y'all do. And trust me, there's going to be many, many more who's going to step on that practice field in the future. So Jackson State's pro day in the spring is going to be crazy. Y'all stay tuned. I can't wait. As always, as I get out of these things, y'all know, on your best day, be better. Think about it. Peace.